So, it's been a long journey, like a long journey. 9 years now, but 3 years ago would have been 7 years. And I wanted to talk about this topic that could help solve a lot of people that are going through it or have this um, issue or problem, because I have dealt with this in the past. Um, it's been 7 years, or 3 years ago, it had been 7 years that I finally opened up my heart to be loved, to fall in love, to be loved and be loved, right? It took a long time. And during those 7 years, I was single. So, when I was 19, I fell in love with the person that I loved. And it took me a long time to figure out what I wanted to do. And so I had to go uh, on this journey of uh, moving toward my. It's like a very, very long process that I went through. My thought patterns, the fear that I had, the things that was going with it inside me. And so you know how like most people in this world talk about why. I don't know about for women, but for when people say why do men have commitment issues or they couldn't be committed. Now probably there's different version of why they are not committed. Mine is a little bit probably different from theirs. And so for me, I couldn't open up to another person. I couldn't let anyone in for that matter. Because what I went through was painful when the person that you loved wasn't in your life anymore. That you would thought that that person that you love would be there with you for the rest of your life. And it took me a long time to get over the the fear that I had back in my mind, because she I'm grateful for her, and the way that she cared for me, the way um, that she loved me. But when we broke up, it shattered my heart. It shattered my world that I lived in, because I wanted to be committed to her, right? And we went through like a long distance relationship, but and I wanted to make that happen. And so many people always say the things that say you should, uh, you know, get a job so you can one day see her, or one day blah blah blah. But I wanted to just not have to um, work. I didn't want to do work. That's pretty much it. I didn't want. I just want to be free for a while. And so it was so hard. So that those days were like, gosh, will I ever find love? Where anybody will love me? But also I was afraid to love them. Like 7 years ago, let's just say 7 years ago, I was afraid to love them, because if I love them, it mean that one day that the person I love will be will be they have to leave me one day. That and I didn't want that to happen, to be committed and then to be the person I love let me go, and I didn't want that. And I was afraid to be like it was like I was afraid that no one would love me or be alone. But I was dealing with this process when I was single. I couldn't like let myself feel love or be loved. I was numbing the thing out because I had a lot of fear, a lot of thoughts pattern that was going through. And it was scary, right? And so that's what I think that's what happened to people. Many people don't heal their heart or heal part of their self, so they go and they don't. There are many people they can't be alone by them. They can't. They need to have to be in a relationship. Either when they broke up and then they go to they try to find that hit because it is a hit. It's a nature drug. It's everything that we do involve pleasure. Like the mind is a chemical. The brain is like a chemical. When you're in love, it's still a chemical that's happening. We don't know it, but it is. And so we're trying to find that hit, like a crack cocaine, right? So many people can't be single. Many people can't. Um, the problem is when people try to go from relationship to relationship. What they're saying is they don't want to be by themselves. They're afraid to be by themselves. So I had to be by myself because I had to figure out what I wanted to do. I didn't want to live a life that was ordinary like everybody else. I wanted to build something beautiful. I wanted to live a life that's truly my own making, not the making of society expectation of me. I didn't want it to live a life most of America live. I wanted to do the things that excite me. And during those years, I had to find my process again, what I wanted to do, uh, what I wanted to be, who I wanted to be, and it took me time. And I had to heal part of myself. And I went through this process that it's okay. It's okay. That you will find love. That you will be loved again. Right? And so I think that too many people uh, uh, haven't took the time to find out what they wanted to do, haven't took the time to what their needs are. Because what I'm doing, it's not what the average person's doing. Because I'm trying to live my destiny, my dream out. Because this is what I wanted to do. The path that I took. Because I wanted to epically grow myself. Epically have a unique experiences than most people. I'm not talking about. I'm just talking about my experiences, what I want to go through, based upon what I want to go through. And so a lot of people haven't took the time to find out uh, what they wanted to do. They haven't took the time to figure out what's important in their life. They haven't taken the time to say, hey, so I'm single now. What do I want? Instead of getting to another relationship, what do I want happen? What part of uh, the process that I need to heal within my heart? It, and the moment that you realize that the way that you got out of it and the way that you went you were in it and you went out of it, this is how you can heal other people and teach other people to heal themselves, or um, to be able to say that you must do this for yourself, not for your past lover, not for your um, present, but for yourself. You must do this for yourself. Because your time that you spent figuring out what you need to do and what happened is the most important thing. Because it's laying a foundation for you to tackle, to pursue, to chase, to develop, to build something that you're proud of building. Many people in this world aren't proud of building what they're building. They aren't proud of what they're putting out. Am I proud of what I am doing? Yeah. But it's a long journey. What I went through, my experiences, has changed me. And most of the time, it wasn't easy. It was painfully hard, painfully lonely. Oh, that just gave me an idea. During that process, I also feel during some years I felt I didn't want to be alone. It was scary when we broke up when I was 19. It was a scary moment because that world that you have, you built a identity. That identity was gone, and you had to go through process of of who you are as again, and it give birth of you to follow to basically I was numbing everything out, but I had to rewire or to destroy what I know because everything that falls apart you rewire what you once knew, and you have to let go of what you think you know or what your subconscious is telling you. And I heard in some psychology book that a part of your brain, when an event that was so painful, it will lock away and store into your brain subconsciously. Subconsciously, you remember, but you don't why like you recall the event, what happened when you that happened, but it will break off so you won't have to feel the pain again. Until that time, you need to go through a healing process and find out what you want it to do, what the things that you want to accomplish, what the things that you want to solve, to change for yourself, and for people who have been hurt. You have to heal that part of yourself so you can live again, right? Because you need to live. You're a human being. You get to live, but not live of the expectation of someone, but your own expectation, your own aspiration, your own dream that you want to build for yourself. Everybody has that capacity to do that, but they have to figure that out, right? And so that's what I think that now the only reason why it was this because I watched Lennon video. He talked about you have to heal part of yourself. Um, you have to go through a healing process. I wrote down a long time ago that that he said in his video that the universe will give you ex- uh, experience where it will heal yourself. I mean, will give you the experience. The what was that called? I can't. Uh, give you the experience so you can heal, right? Because you need to heal. But most of the time, people are quickly to jump relationship, but they haven't given them enough time to heal because they find they feel empty. right? They feel empty inside. But that time they have to deal. They live with themselves anyway, so they have to deal with it anyway, right? So they have to deal with that. That's pretty much it. My thoughts for today. Thanks.